This small curassow is entirely warm brown with a bright orange bill, yellow skin above the eye, and gray skin below the eye. True to its name, it is strictly nocturnal and thus extremely difficult to see. It is much more often detected by voice. Listen for a low, booming song typically with 3 notes. With a great deal of effort and luck, a singing individual might be spotted perched in the canopy. Occurs in lowland forest in western Amazonia, where it typically stays in the upper levels, rarely dropping to the ground. Large and unmistakable black curassow with a blue-gray helmet on forehead, red bill and legs, white belly, and white tip tail. Males and most females similar, but some females are of a brown and barred morph. Generally rare in mature montane forest from low to medium elevations, often in pairs or small groups walking on the forest floor, foraging on fruits and seeds. When alarmed, flies to the upper level of the forest, sometimes calling in alarm and other times staying quiet. Vocal during the breeding season. Song is a deep, low-pitched series of you-um. Alarm call is a deep and dry sneezing sound. No similar species in range. Large, terrestrial bird of flood-prone lowland rainforest, generally shy and difficult to see. Note all dark appearance and small, red bill, found in seasonally flooded forest, gallery forest and savanna, and near oxbow lakes. Forages on the ground for fallen fruit, usually alone, or in pairs. Roosts in canopy and may flush into trees when disturbed. Told from other curassows in range by chestnut, not white, belly. Black curassow is larger and has yellow knobs at base of bill. Song is a low humming, often given at night. This impressive bird is found only in northeastern Brazil rainforest, and it is perilously close to extinction. Since the mid-80s, there have been no records of wild birds, and the species has only persisted in private aviaries. In 2019, several captive raised birds were released into a reserve in the state of Alagoas, as the first step in an ambitious reintroduction program, but it remains to be seen if they will be able to survive and reproduce on their own. It is large and mostly glossy black, with chestnut lower underparts, red legs, and a bulbous, red bill. It is mostly terrestrial, but occasionally ascends to low branches. Large black curassow with a bright red bill, white lower belly, and white tail tip. Unlikely to be confused, uncommon to rare in its fairly limited range in western Amazonia, mainly restricted to Ecuador but also occurs in Colombia and remote northern Peru. Typically found singly or in pairs in lowland forest from the ground to the mid-levels. Extremely low-pitched hoots often given at night. Compare with nocturnal curassow, which usually gives a distinctly three-parted song. An impressively large and critically endangered bird, found only in the remote Chorros del Sura mountain range in central Peru. Plumage is usually glossy black with a white vent and white tip to the tail, but a small number of females have mostly chestnut plumage. Both sexes have a bulbous blue patch on the forehead and a red bill. Inhabits lush cloud forests, where it usually remains on the ground. Song is an incredibly low-pitched hum, also gives soft grunts and clucks. Very distinctive and very rare Curassow of the central Bolivian Andes. Note distinctive blue vertical horn above the orange bill. Due to small range and high hunting pressure, only known from a few remote sites in the middle elevation forest of Santa Cruz and Cochabamba departments, Bolivia. Very wary and skittish, most easily detected by low, deep calls. You are part of an exclusive club if you see one of these in the wild. Large dark bird of undisturbed rainforest. Its red, crested bill is easily recognizable. It has a dark body that appears iridescent navy blue in good light, with light red legs and a buffy tail tip. Found on the ground or in trees, sometimes quite high, in mature rainforest, usually singly, or in pairs. Can be quite secretive, especially in areas with a lot of human activity. Gives a sharp, metallic pick call that is easy to overlook, as well as low booming calls around dawn and dusk. Very large game bird of tropical forest, eliminated from most areas by hunting, rarely found except in protected parks or very remote areas. Usually seen on the forest floor, singly or in small groups, but also feeds in trees. Males often sing from high in canopy. Song is a very low-pitched, almost subliminal, booming sound, not likely to be confused if seen well. Both sexes have distinctive curly crest. Female plumage is variable. Some have bold barring, others have darker and mostly unbarred plumage. Impressively large bird restricted to lowland rainforest in northern Colombia. It is critically endangered due to deforestation and hunting pressure. Male is black with a white belly and tail tip, shaggy crest, and blue bulges at the base of the bill. Female has a chestnut belly, a variable amount of white barring on body and crest, and a hint of blue at the base of the bill. Younger birds have less blue in the bill, mostly terrestrial, but may ascend to low branches to sing or when threatened. It is only likely to be encountered in protected areas such as El Pajo Bird Reserve and Tayrona National Park. A large, elegant black and white turkey-like bird with a prominent curly crest. Both sexes have a white belly and white tipped tail, but the male has a larger crest and yellow base to the bill with a large yellow knob. Female is faintly barred white on the breast and has dark gray bill lacking the knob. No overlap with other Curassow species. Found in dry forest, gallery forest, and humid forest. Most often encountered walking an understory or crossing trails in small groups, but sometimes also seen perched higher in trees. Vocally active in breeding season, song is a surprisingly high-pitched, long, descending whistle, wee-ee-ee-oo-oo-oo-oo, reminiscent of a raptor. Very large black gambird with a red bill. Males have a white ventral region, which is chestnut in females. Strongly associated with riparian environments, especially seasonally flooded forests and river islands, where it is quite arboreal. Now very rare over much of its range because of overhunting. Very large terrestrial species. Males are mostly black with a curly crest and a white belly and vent. Note the red bill knob with a small wattle. Females have black and chestnut bars on their wings and a roughish belly. Inhabits humid primary forests with dense understory, where it normally forages in pair or small family groups. Large, terrestrial rainforest bird, common and tame where not hunted. Note mostly black plumage, white belly, and yellow base of bill. Walks through forest feeding on arthropods and fallen fruit. When flushed, flies laboriously to low perch, and looks back at observer. Frequently seen along roadsides and rivers. Roosts in forest canopy. Males often give low, booming song on moonlit nights. Very large terrestrial species. Males are mostly black with a curly crest and a white belly and vent. Note the yellow knob on a black-tipped bill. Females are barred black and white above and have a buffy belly and vent, a black bill with some yellow at the base of the lower bill. Usually found in humid forests and gallery forests, foraging singly or in pairs. Can be very tame. Commonest call is a high-pitched whistled, su.